Welcome back to Tabletop Assault. I'm David.
I'm Ross.
And today we're bringing you a 1750-point battle report. Now I'm going to be wheeling out the White Scars.
Now I'll be using Adeptus Mechanicus along with Imperial Knight from House Raven.
Ross, what are we going to play today?
So today we're going to play the Scouring. How that works is that we're going to put out 6 objective markers out on the field. One of them will be superior, which we'll roll off to find out. That's worth 4 victory points. And then we're going to roll one that's inferior, and that'll be worth 1 victory point. The rest will be worth 2. At the end of the game, whatever ones you hold, you score those points. First Blood, Linebreaker and Slayer Warlord all apply. One thing to know on this one, David, you've been rolling with the victories recently, and just to say on my list, I am going hard on this one.
Don't blame you.
Like, House Raven, like, you'll see what I brought. A lot of my favourite units, you'll see exactly what I've brought.
Talking of that, let's show you the forces.
Here is my Admech Steagussy and House Raven Admech army. So I'm in a battalion detachment with 1 super heavy auxiliary, giving me 8 command points to use in the game. So from HQ I have a Tech Priest Dominus, is Arcana Mechanicum is Autocadus of Arcanland, and Warlord trait will be Necromechanic, just to keep everything going a wee bit longer. I've also got an Omicine Axe, Eradication Ray and Phosphorus Serpenta. On my Tech Priest, I've also got a Tech Priest Engines here with Omicine Axe, Last Pistol and Servo Arm. For my troops, I have a unit of 5 Skitarii Vanguards, all of them just going to be armed with Radium Carbines. Leader is armed with other stuff, but it's just Radium Carbines. Skitarii Rangers, I have 1 unit of 5, all armed with Galvanic Rifles, and a 2nd unit of 5, all armed with Galvanic Rifles. I also have, and I think that's the first time I'm using them on the channel, so I'm quite excited to see them, a unit of 19 Fulgurite Electro Priests, all armed with Electro Leech Staves. So let's see what damage they can do. I've also got one of the best units on Admech. They're proving themselves every time, almost without fail. Unit of 6 Sidonia Dragoons with Taser Lances and Broad Spectrum Data Tellers. And then I have a unit of 2 Castellan Robots in my heavy, with each armed with Heavy Phosphor Blasters, giving me 6, just to clear away troops. And then for my super heavy auxiliary detachment, I have a Night Crusader, going to be House Raven, with Avenger Gatling Cannon, Rapid Fire Battle Cannon, 2 Heavy Stubbers, 1 Heavy Flamer, Titanic Feet and a Storm Spear Rocket Pod. That's my 1750 points of Admech Steagussy and House Raven Imperial Knight.
This is my 1750 points of White Scars, coming a battalion detachment, giving me 8 command points to play with in this game. So what do we have today? We've got Casserole Cannon Moondraken himself, and he has the Deadly Hunter Warlord trait. We then have another HQ choice, which is Librarian on a bike, or Storm Seer on a bike, with Force Axe, Twin Bolt Gun, Combi Melta, and the Relic Mantle of the Storm Seer, which gives +1 to Smite rolls. Psychic powers, it's going to be Smite, Null Zone, and Might of Heroes. For my troop choices, I've got 3 5-man Intercessor squads, all kitted out identically. They all have their bolt rifles and a 1 auxiliary grenade launcher in each squad. Moving on to the meat and bones of the force, we've got 3 bike squads. Now, all 3 bike squads will be carrying 5-man units, along with an additional attack bike. So starting from the left to right, on the left we have 5 bikes, 2 chain swords, power sword and the sergeant, 2 plasma guns, and we have a melta gun on the attack bike. Next one in the middle, we have 2 chain swords on the guys, power sword and the sergeant, 2 melta guns and a multi-melta on the attack bike. And the last one is 2 chain swords, power sword on the sergeant, 2 plasma guns and a heavy bolter on the attack bike. Another fast attack, we then have my 3 Inceptor squad, all with 2 assault bolters each. And then in the back we have 2 Contemptor dreadnoughts, or I think they're called Mortis Contemptor dreadnoughts, and they have 2 twin autocannons each. And that is my 1750 points of White Scars. This is the battle map we're playing on today, our good old desert with our industrial and, you know what, some line of sight blockers in the middle. So obviously this sort of battle today we're going to be doing Spearhead Assault, which is length to length with a sort of encroachment up the middle. So it kind of gives you a shorter rush distance in the middle, guys, for those who haven't played on it yet. So Spearhead Assault, we've got 6 objectives. So we have objective number 1 down here. Objective number 2, I believe, is on the reverse side here, which is the bomb. 3 is on top over here with the antenna in the corner. 4 should be down here, that's the damaged drop pod. 5 in the back up there, and 6 pretty much nearly bang smack in the middle. So we're going to go ahead and do our deployment, and we'll be back with you guys in just a second. So just before we start deploying any units down, we need to roll for the superior and inferior objective markers. So we've got our 6 placed out. Ross, why don't you roll for superior?
Cool, so superior objective will be number 2, which is up, I believe.
No, number 2 I believe is actually...
Oh, it's down here.
It's down here.
So that one's going to be worth 4.
And the inferior?
Number 6, which is right in the centre. We have the Admech deployment along with Imperial Knight here. So what have I got? I have the Castellan robots down on this flank along with a Dominus, unit of Vanguard and Tip Priest Engineer over in the back. Sidonian Dragoons took the middle because I love to do that. Now how clandestine infiltration has changed is that you've got to use the stratagem when they set up, so I have chosen to do so. And then at the first battle round, but before first turn, I can move them 9 inches if I wish, but I do have to use it when they set up. So they have the option of moving 9 inches in the first turn, before the first turn, which is nice. Fulgurite Electro Priests over down here, big blob of them. Never used them before, I think, so I'm excited to see how they do. Obviously my Knight Crusader looking awesome. And then I've got 2 Rangers in this bunker up here as well. So yeah, that's the Admech with an Imperial Knight. Let's see what the White Scars hold.
So the White Scars have bubbled on up, we've got a massive lump of guys, so let me talk you through this. We have my 5-man bike squad with attack bike, that's the Meltas. 5-man bike squad with the heavy bolter plasmas. 5-man bike squad with an attack bike and plasmas. When I say 5 men, there's actually 6 bikes, but they're taking the attack bike as an addition. We then have 5 intercessors, Castle Khan, Librarian on a bike, 2 contemptors, intercessors, and my Inceptor squad is in Meteoric Descent. Now before the battle begins, I'm also going to use a stratagem. 3 command points is going to get spent to convert Castle Khan into a Chapter Master, essentially making his Rights of Battle ability reroll all hits rather than hits of just 1. So let's see who goes first. Ross, you finish deploying first, so you get +1 to your dice roll.
So I've got +1, I've prayed to all the gods, I need this, I've sacrificed everything. Give me first turn. 3, okay, 4.
Gives you a 4.
That's possible. 4,
so we'll reroll again.
Come on, right, those sacrifices are going to come in handy. Yeah,
gives you a 6. Nope, so can I seize on a 6?
You can't.
I still had to roll.
Yeah, you still had to roll. Can you steal on a 6?
No. So it will be Admech, turn 1.
So just before we go on to first turn, first battle round, a clandestine infiltration has gone off, so the Dragoons have moved forward 9 inches. Really affected the front guys, the back guys not so much, but it just means that charge is going to be ever closer. So it is first turn for the Admech along with an Imperial Knight, and yeah, it's going to be awesome. I'm going to basically charge straight into David's front line with the Dragoons because, you know, they're my heavy hitters along with the Knight. They're going to cause so much damage, it's going to be hilarious. To help them, I'm going to activate Chant of Remorseless Fist for my Canticles of the Messiah, which allows me to reroll 1s when hitting in combat. Quite clear what unit that is clearly going for, but we're just going for that crazy first strike. So I've moved both my Rangers over onto that side, basically one of them stayed still, one moved forward, take some crack shocks. Fulgurite Electro Priest advanced 1 inch,
Okay.
so they didn't do too well. My Knight has moved forward, he can get beat on a few things, minus the line of sight blockers, they're a bit of a pain. Tip Priest Engineer moved, didn't do very well. Vanguard stayed still, just staying on that point. Castellan Robots and Dominus, the Dominus of which advanced. Move forward so they could get in a better position because it was actually out of range for a few things, but now they are in range. And then the Dragoons have moved forward, and I have cleverly put them like 2-inch cohesion, just like round. Basically, I'm so close I can taste it. I just need a good charge, and I just need to really reach 2 of them in place to get a whole bunch of stuff and rip David's front line apart, I hope. So yeah. Awesome. Let's go into the shooting phase. So I'm going to start off with the Knight. Now he is House Raven, so I'm going to activate Order of Companions. 2 command points, bring me down to 5, which allows me to basically reroll all sort of ones for him when shooting. That includes hits, wounds, damage, and
working out number of shots.
Working out number of shots. So a lot of reroll ones there, hopefully, for 2 command points. Should be worth it. How am I divvying up the shots? The Avenger Gatling Cannon is going into the front one. Venerable Dreadnought.
Contemptor.
Along with the Storm Spear into him as well. Then the rest, basically everything else, the Battle Cannon, the Heavy Stubbers, into the one in the back. So yeah, that should hopefully be good. Let's get some dice. So I'm going to start off with the Avenger Gatling Cannon into the front Contemptor Dreadnought. So get to reroll ones here, so my famous 2s will let me down. If I roll 2s, why? Here we go.
12 shots.
12 shots, looking phenomenal already.
Looking ridiculous phenomenal.
Get to reroll that 1.
So that's 11 hits.
That's all 11 hits, which is good. Now I'm strength 8, your toughness.
Avenger Gatling Cannon here, strength 6. It is, and I'm toughness 7. So you're 5s.
Yeah, my bad, and my zealous there. Yeah, no, it is totally a strength 6 weapon. Strength Dave was like, strength 8, are you kidding me? Yeah, no, you're totally right, Dave. So 5s to hit, get to reroll 1s.
I mean,
5s to wound, reroll
yeah.
1s.
I'm toughness 7, so.
Yeah. So I get to reroll these 2. Hey, not bad.
So that's 4 wins.
4 wins, minus 2 to your AP.
So that'll bring me from 3 up to a 5 up. I've got a 5 up invul anyway, so here we go. I've ignored 2, so I take 4 damage. I'm down to 6 wounds.
Storm Spear rockets back into that Contemptor, bring him down 3 shots, hitting on 3s, reroll 1s. Don't need those rerolls because that was awesome. Okay, now I'm strength 8, so it's going to be 3s to wound you, reroll 1s, don't roll 2s, Ross. Oh, there's 1, 2. Take the wounds, take the wounds. Yeah, you know what? I've still got 5 command points left. I'm going to use that reroll.
Okay.
Cool, so that will be a successful wound.
So you're down to 4 command points.
Yep.
Minus 2 will just bring me again to my 5 up armor save or 5 up invul, whichever you prefer. Which I've ignored 2. I'm just going to command point this one.
Absolutely.
Oh, so 1 goes through, d6 damage, a 6 will kill him.
Yep, and I get to reroll 1s. Get reroll that one!
That one.
Could be the best 2 command points I've probably spent ever.
3.
Well, 3.
So he's down efficiency and he's down to 3 wounds remaining.
Next up is the Battle Cannon. It's going into the other Contemptor.
At the back.
Yep, so you can bring them down. So 2d6 shots. Get to reroll 1s for this due to my stratagem. Don't need it though!
12 shots.
It's 12 shots from the Battle Cannon. Hit on 3s, rerolling 1s. So 1, 2, plenty of 1s to reroll though.
Yep, I'll just move these away for you.
And 4 and a couple hits, so that's going to be 10 hits.
You good.
So we had 10 hits there, gonna be 3s to wound, reroll 1s. Okay.
Looking good.
Looking good so far. 2 2s, get a reroll that 1.
Okay.
So yeah, that is 8 wounds.
8 wounds, and it's minus 2, bringing me to a 5 up save again, armor and whatever you prefer, and it's d3 damage. This is bad. I've ignored 3 of them, so let's see what you get.
Okay, d3 damage, you get to reroll 1s.
So reroll that 1.
Yeah.
So you scored 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, just 9, 10. That's 10 wounds. Does he explode? Oh, sorry, Ross. He does, and that is very bad for me. So just before I take the Contemptor off, everyone within 6 inches of him will suffer d3 mortal wounds. That's my entire army, except for this unit in the back here. So we'll go with the other Contemptor. On a 5 or 6, he will die. Nope, so he's down to 1 wound remaining. The Intercessors in the back. 1 of the Intercessors will die. The Intercessors on the bottom there. 1 will take a wound. The bike's out the front, the first unit. 1 bike will take a wound. The bike out here. 1 bike will die. In fact, you know what? I'm actually going to put it on the attack bike because the attack bike has 4 wounds.
Yep, okay.
So the attack bike will be down to 1 wound. Then we have the Librarian on a bike. He'll suffer a wound. I believe he's got 5. And Casserole can. He'll suffer 2 wounds. Let's get that sorted out. Forgot to roll for this unit here, guys. Forgot about that one. So 1 goes down a wound.
Gonna go with my Castellan robots next, and that Contempt Dreadnoughts just 2 tempting a target now, down to 1 wound. So I'm gonna fire all their heavy phosphor shots at them. Give me a total of 18 shots because I'm not in turret mode. Hitting on 5s because I did move, but reroll 1s because of the Dominus. I'll crochet any 1s, and we've got 1-1 for a hit. So take all the 5s, 6s.
Fair few.
Fair few, only really need to cause 1 wound.
There you go, right, roll for your wins, 5 ups.
5 ups. That one's cocked. So for 3 wounds, minus 2 AP, and I ignore cover, not that I think that's an effect for you.
No, I didn't do defences or anything.
Yeah, so minus 2 AP.
Minus 2 AP, 5 up again. And he is dead, only just, and I've already used my reroll, guys. So on a 6 up he explodes. He does not.
Only other range unit I sort of have is the Rangers, so with that, let's just move straight into the charge phase. So my Dragoons are going straight into your front line, David. Gonna charge both the units at the front. Yeah, let's cause some damage. So do you want to prepare Overwatch?
Yeah, we're going to Overwatch. So we'll start with the multi-melta and this big squad here. We'll start with this squad first.
Yep.
So 6s to hit. And we reroll all hits due to Casserole Can being a chapter master at the moment.
Yep.
Nope, we fail. I'm going to go straight to the 4 plasma shots. Well, there's 2 plasma guns, but they're rapid fire. I'm just going to Overwatch, overcharge mate as well.
Should you maybe, yeah, okay, go for it.
Might as well. So we get no hits, but I get to reroll them all because I can. For 1 hit, but no deaths. Oh no!
No, the -1 doesn't affect in Overwatch.
Oh, okay, sorry.
So you're fine, you're fine.
But 1 goes through, strength 8 because I'm overcharging, wounded on 3s. That's a 6, so that's a wound. It's -3, so 6 up bionics.
6 up bionics.
You take 2 damage. So 1's down to 4 wounds.
Yep.
And then we'll get 24 twin bolt gun rapid fire shots. Hitting on 6s. We'll be right back. So we got 6 hits so far, and then reroll all these due to Chapter Master. We'll add in another 4, so we get 10 6s in total in Overwatch. Wounding on 5s. For 2, 3 wounds at normal armor save, Ross.
Normal armor save is going to be 4+. Oh, failed them all. So 1 will be down to 1 wound. Before we start the second unit, just going to explain there, when I said, yeah, obviously it's a ranged weapon, so it does sort of affect my incense clouds, but Overwatch you always hit on 6s, so it doesn't have the modifier on it, so you wouldn't have died on 2s.
So next up, we've got the second unit that's been chosen to charge, and that's one with the heavy bolter and plasma, so another 24 rapid firing twin bolt guns, hitting on 6s. We'll be right back. So we've got 5 hits so far, and then reroll for the Chapter Master. Adding a fair few. So that gives me 10, 11. We got 11 hits in Overwatch. That 6 wasn't a 6, I don't believe. So 11 hits, and then we'll be wounding on 5s. I'm trying to pick off the last wound here, guys, on that Dragoon. So we got 3 wounds on that Dragoon, Ross.
So you're going to be 4+ saves. Make them all! Sure do.
We'll just quickly do the heavy bolter from the attack bike. 1 hit, reroll all hits. So we get 1 hit, 5s to wound. Nothing. And you know what? We have to just chuck our plasma into it.
You supercharging?
Oh, of course.
Oh.
And then reroll for the Chapter Master.
Whoa.
Okay, so we get 3 through, 3 to wound. So that's 2 wounds at your 6 up bionics.
6 up bionics. Nailed it.
Nailed both, loving it. Charge time, Ross, though?
Yeah, so I want this to be high, though I really only need to get the first 2 in and then pile in.
I think you can only fail on a double 1.
Yeah.
That's high enough.
So our Dragoons are gonna attack. So these 3 are gonna target this unit of bikes here.
That's the plasma heavy bolter.
And these 3 are gonna attack this one here.
That's the multi-melta plasma.
So I'm gonna activate Conqueror Doctrina Imperative, which because I've got I think broad spectrum data tellers on them, or the other one, basically gives me +2 to hit. So they are hit on 2s, exploding hits on 4s, and I activated Chant of Remorseless Fist, meaning I get to reroll 1s. So the first 9 attacks,
yep,
onto this unit here.
Okay, go for
This
it.
is going to be amazing. They never let me down. 2-step, reroll ones, 4 explodes. So reroll that 1, and then we'll count how many attacks, but that is a lot. So all in from the first 3 is going to be 21 hits, which is awesome. Strength 8, so I'm going to wound you in 3s. No rerolls here.
Okay.
We'll have a look in a second.
So there's 13 wounds Ross has caused, -1, so 4 up armour. Remember, my first attack bike is already down to 1 wound, so he'll soak up one of the damage. It's looking bad. So the attack bike dies, then we've got 3, 4, enough to wipe the remaining bikes. So we fail another 6, 7 saves. That's our 14 damage. Bikes are toast.
And the second lot of 3 dragoons into the other unit here.
Go for it, buddy.
So it's going to be 2-step, reroll 1s, 4s explodes.
It's looking great again.
Yep, so there's 2 1s to
Yeah,
reroll
reroll
due
those.
to Chant of Remorseless Fists.
Loving it.
So I'll count out the explosions and everything as well. Second unit of dragoons charged in, and once again 21 hits. So if I can do that again, that'd be really nice. 21 hits, wounding on 3s.
It's looking phenomenal, Ross.
Yeah, I thought this one would be better than last time because I actually rolled really bad last time. So
How many fails there?
6, 7.
7, so that's what, 20, so that's 14 wins.
I think that's almost the same as last time.
I think you did 13 last time.
Okay.
Yeah, but anyway, pretty much, so 4 up saves, 2 of them will be tanked on the attack bike because that's 4 wounds. So 2 are soaked up. It's actually looking really
Well,
good.
you designated 1 wound on that guy first.
Oh, so he dies, so he'll soak up 1,
Yep.
and then I think
You
only
lost 1 other bike.
So I lose the attack bike because I'll naturally take it on him, and I lose yet 1 other bike. So 1 warrior, 1 normal bike down, and 1 attack bike down. Wow. So my bike will attack back at the dragoons. We've got 2 attacks from the champion with power sword, 2 attacks with the chainsaw guy, and 2 attacks from the 2 plasma guys. So the champion first of all,
Okay.
hitting on 3s, reroll all hits due to Castle Can, wounding on 5s. For no wounds, I don't really care at this point with that. Normal chainsaw guy, he gets 2 hits, wounding on 5s. For 1 wound, Ross.
Okay, 4+ save. Nope, I'm gonna let it go.
Does he explode?
Does it explode on a 6? Nope.
But that's 1 dragoon down,
Yep.
and then the 2 plasma guys will swing. Reroll all hits. Okay, and 5s to wound. For 1 wound.
4 up save. Nailed it. So that's the end of the Admech and House Raven Knight first turn, and what a turn it was. Getting rid of both those contemptors because they are terrifying was very, very important, and the explosions certainly hurt David as well. I've never really seen you actually explode in any games before where it's been significant.
Thanks.
I sure have, so I was delighted to see that. Dragoons getting in, getting the infiltration rule, so that obviously changed with big FAQ. Really helped get my charge in first turn there. One unit was, ironically the one that didn't wound as much was devastating. The other one not so much because David made a lot of saves, but still, what a phenomenal charge. Dragoons, they are obviously my key unit for Admech, absolutely love them. I got 1 victory point for First Blood as we move into White Scars turn 1.
So that was brutal, that was devastating. White Scars have just been gutted. The heart of the army has been removed, but we're going to fight on. We're going to fight for the honour of the Emperor, not the Messiah, the Emperor. Yeah, we need to deal with the Dragoons. I can't really say much more than that, and we need a bit of luck as well. Let's see how we move. So it's not looking so good at the moment for the White Scars, but how have we done? We've consolidated the Intercessors over here to shoot up at their flank at those terrifying Electro Priests. Can Intercessors, those bikes fell back slightly because White Scars we can fall back and recharge. So Can and the Storm Seer have moved up along with these Intercessors, and these bikes have hopped around this angle so they can actually get in to the faces of these Dragoons. Remember, we're playing the beta rules for tactical reserves, so my Inceptor cannot drop in until turn 2. Storm Seer time. How are we going to play this? Well, he's got Null Zone, Might of Heroes and Smite. There's no point in null zoning because it's just going to remove a 6-up invul. I think Smite and Might of Heroes is worth it. So we're going to put Might of Heroes onto Cassidy Can to give him +1 to his strength, toughness and attacks. Need on a 6. We get it on a 10. Obviously Admech have no denies, so Might of Heroes onto Can. And we're going to smite the Dragoons with the Stormseer. I get +1 to my smite because I have the Stormseer mantle. We get 11.
So that's going to be D6.
We actually
mortal.
get 12, but it doesn't peril. The bonus doesn't make it peril. So yeah, D6 mortal wounds.
Darn it.
D6 mortal wounds. Then one of your Dragoons is down to 1 wound. That's 5 mortal wounds. Right, into the shooting phase, the 4 intercessors in the back. We're going to use the auxiliary grenade launcher and all the bolt rifles into these.
Fulgurite Electro Priest.
Yeah, we need to spin the herd. So let's go with the frag version of the grenade launcher first. So D6 shots for 4, and it's a strength 3, but we're -1 to hit at the moment as well because of your stiggies.
Yep.
So I'm forced to hit with these. These are not in range of Can, so 3 hits. Forced to win because the frag is strength 3. So no wins.
Ooh.
But we do have 3 bolt rifle shots. 1 hit. Winding on 3s, strength 4. Nothing. We'll just repeat that with the next 5-man unit. We'll do the grenade launcher. D6 shots for 2. I'm using frag for all these guys. Hitting on 4s. For 1 hit. Not within range of Can. Winding on 4s. It's a wind, Ross.
Okay, so I've got a 5 up pinball, which don't make, and a 5 up feel no pain. Sort of. Which I make.
It, and then we've got 4 bolt rifle shots for only 1 hit. 3s to wind for a wind.
Yep.
Straight to your invul.
Straight to pinball, 5 up. 5 up to ignore. Nope.
Yep, so
that'll
1
be-
dies. We'll move on to the last intercessor unit again, just repeating it again. So that would be the grenade. D6 shots for 5. This is again the frag. Now these are within Can's radius. So forced to hit, reroll.
I think it's only 1s and 2s.
1s will get to reroll, 2s won't get to reroll the 3s because of the -1 to hit.
Yep.
So reroll for only 1 hit. 4s to wind. It's a wind at least.
5 up invul. 5 up feel no pain. Nope, so that's another one gone.
2 have died so far, and then 4 rifles. So we'll get to reroll the 1, not the 3, because you're -1 to hit. So that will be 2 hits,
3s to wins.
2 wins.
5 up invul. Yep, 5 up feel no pain. So yeah, no, 1's dead.
Bike squad is going to lay everything it's got into these Dragoons. So 24 rapid firing twin bolt guns. Hitting on 4s because of your incense cloud, but I reroll all shots except for 3s due to Can, because he's there in 6 inches. Chapter Master. So 24 shots. We'll be right back. So I got 16 hits after rerolls, winding on 5s. 3, 4, 5 wind dross, full armor save.
Cool, 4 plus save. It's 2, so that'll be 1 dead and 1 down a wounds.
Does the one that dies explode? No.
Nope. So yeah.
And then lastly, the 2 melta guns and multi-melta. Let's do the melta guns next. So hitting on 3s, but -1 due to your incense cloud. So 4s to hit.
Reroll 1s and 2s.
Yep, I got 2 3s though.
Oh.
So no rerolls there.
Oh.
And the multi-melta, I'm -2 to hit because it's heavy. So we fail, I don't get to reroll that either. Librarian on a bike is going to go next. He's got his twin bolt gun, rapid firing, and his combi melta. We're going to use the combi melta, but we're not going to actually do the both shots with the combi melta because I'm already -1 to hit as it is.
Yep.
So we will go with the combi melta, hitting on a 3s, now a 4s, that is, because of -1. We hit.
Yep.
Winding on 3s. It's a wind, it's straight to your 6 up bionics.
6 up bionics. Nope.
Nope. I'm in melta range for sure, so 2d6, pick the highest for damage. 3, that will bring it into 2 wounds. I'm going to use a command point to reroll that.
Okay. Reroll just the 1.
I believe so, yeah.
Yeah,
So
you
keep the
reroll
3,
this. Keep 3.
reroll this one. Yep.
Yep, that'll do it.
So I'm down to 2 command points. No, I'm down to 3 command points, guys.
Okay, I get to see if I explode. Nope.
But we do get the one at the back. Out the game. And then his twin bolt gun into the Dragoons, hitting on 3s. Reroll all hits, except for 3s, due to your incense cloud and Can. So we hit We wound now on 5s. If it's a wound.
Yep. 4 up save.
You make it, and we'll just quickly do Casserole Can. So his twin bolt gun, he hits on 2s, but -1 due to your incense cloud.
So reroll everything but 2s.
There we go. And 5s for no wins. That's the shooting phase over for the White Scars. We want these Dragoons dead, so we're going to charge all the bikes. This big squad into the Dragoons.
Double 1 will get you in.
They're in.
Yep.
Can next.
Double 1 will get you in. Yep.
Librarian.
Yep.
Due to my chapter tactics, I can fall them back and recharge. Everyone's in. We'll start off the combat with Casserole Can. Now remember, he is a Might of Heroed as well, but we do the Deadly Hunt Warlord trait, which is this unit, because I have charged them. On roll of a 4+, I'll take a mortal wound.
Okay.
You won't take a mortal wound. So let's go straight into the combat though. So you've got 4 attacks on the Moondraken, +1 for Might of Heroes. Strength 4 is you're not a character, but I do have +1 strength again for Might of Heroes, and I do have +1 strength for the Can ability. If I successfully charge, or White Scars within a range of him successfully charge, +1 strength.
Okay.
So 5 attacks, hitting on 2s, reroll all hits. Okay. Had to be. So 4 got through. Let's see if we can wound. It'll be wounding on a 4+ due to Might of Heroes and my For the Can ability. Terrible. So we only get 1 wound. It'll be straight to 6 up Bionics.
6 up Bionics. Wow.
Oh, well, I think that's pretty much these bikes toast. Let's get the rest ready. So we're going to go with the Librarian next, and he's going to use his Force Axe. So we're going to have 3 attacks, hitting on 3s. You get 3 hits. Now it'll be Strength 4, +1 with the axe, and +1 for the Can rule. So I'm wounding now on 4s because I'm now Strength 6.
Power Axe is actually +2.
No, Force Axe is only +1.
Okay, my bad.
So we get 2 wounds.
Okay.
It's -2 to your save.
-2 brings me to my 6 up. So they go through.
D3 damage apiece. For only 2 wounds on one of your Dragoons. We just might as well keep the ball rolling here, guys, if you don't mind. We're just going to do the rest of the bikes. So we'll do the all at once, because it's going to be 1 unit anyway.
Yep.
So these are 12 attacks normally from chainswords and gun bikes. Hitting on 3s. Reroll all hits. Wow, that was everything bar 1. So 12 hits.
Nice.
Wounding on 5 still, even though I'm now strength 5 for the Can, I'm still wounding on 5s. So
that was great as well.
that's 5 wounds, and 1's down to 4 wounds already. It's normal armor save for this one, Ross.
4+.
Yep, go for it. Nailing it. So now 1's down to 2 wounds, and then we have my power swords from the sergeants on the bikes. Hitting on 3s, reroll all hits. And wounding on 5s, even for the Can, still 5s. So 1 wound, and it's -3 to your save. You fail, D3 damage. So 1 Dragoon's down to 1 wound remaining.
So I didn't think I was going to have this many Dragoons remaining. That was pretty bad, David. And I'm going to punish you for it.
Cool.
I'm going to activate Conquer Doctrina Imperative, which allows me to add +2 to it because I've got broad spectrum data tethers. Meaning I'm going to be 2 to you, reroll 1s and explode them in 4s, with all my attacks going on the Librarian. Kinda want him dead. I would go for Can, but only 2 can hit him.
Cool.
So Librarian's going to die. 2s, reroll 1s because I'm still under Chant of Remorseless Fist. Reroll the 1s. Yep.
So they all hit.
So they all hit.
Work it out.
So all told, after explosions, once again, 21 hits all on the Librarian.
Looking nice.
Yep, gonna be 3s to win you.
Still looking good though.
Not as nice, but you know what? I'm pretty confident that's gonna take you. -1 AP.
Yeah, that should kill me. Down to
So-
a 4 up save.
2 fails, you're dead.
Yeah. Look, I'm toast.
Morale phase, so only the Fulgurite Electro Priests have to make a morale. I lost 3, so I fail on a 6. Another 1 flees. Nope. And the Dragoons win either. I think I lost 3 this round, but either way I've got broad spectrum data tethers, so I add 1, so they're all good.
End of White Scars turn 1. We didn't do the damage. We didn't get luck. All we can say is, can Admech punish us? I think they might.
Turn 2 for the Admech, and this is going like, I knew this might go well, but that went better than expected. The Dragoons did not get killed. Giving me like sort of good options, I just didn't expect that to happen.
Phenomenal options. Yeah.
So, gonna change my canticles. I was debating a lot there, what one am I going to go for? Shroud Slam's no use, because the only unit that would truly benefit from it would be the Castellan robots and the Dominus. Reroll ones to shoot. Now really only the Castellan robots would benefit, but they already get it. I could roll to try and reroll hits, don't need the morale one. So the only time I'm ever going to actually actively choose this is Lieutenant Save the Electromancer, which means every unit within 1 inch of one of my units suffers D3 mortal wounds on a 6. So you can bet it's going there. So let's roll for that. So Lieutenant Save the Electromancer time. On a 6 you suffer D3 mortal wounds. Nope. Go with can next. Now, I'd love to cause some mortal wounds here. I sure don't. And then the last one in the back here on a 6. No. So Rangers have not moved. They're not in range of anything, but they're quite happy up there. So okay, I'm still. Engineer stayed still. Vanguard stayed still. Just give me options. We've then got our Castellan robots. They have stayed still. I'm not going to activate tonic mode for them, basically because I want to keep the points. Dominus stayed still. Knight, however, decided not to. He's moving forwards. It means his actual line of sight of things is very limited, but his charge option is a lot better. Fulgurite Electro Priest advanced, got a 6, so they're getting pretty close there as well. Bit dangerous for rapid fire, but still getting very close. Dragoons decided to stay, because they did so well even a 3-man squad, and I think I might do that again. With that, let's go into shooting. Castellan robots I'm going to activate first in the shooting phase. So one of them, 36 inches, just can make it by the very tip and can see onto this intercessor squad here. And the other one can't see, so he'll put the rest of his shots into this unit here.
Go for it.
So the first 9 shots into the unit in the back is going to be 4s, reroll 1s because of the Dominus. So reroll that one. Okay, that
looking
was
pretty healthy.
Really good. Strength 6.
So these to win.
3s to win you. So again, really nice. -2 AP and ignore cover.
Yeah, so that'll be a 4-up, 5-up save on the intercessors. Which I've passed 2. So 1 will go down, 2 intercessors will go down in that unit. But you've got another 9 shots, Ross.
Second 9 shots into this intercessor squad here.
Go for it. 9
shots in and 4s, reroll 1s because Dominus. Thank you, Dominus. There's a few 3s there that were fails.
Yep, so 3 hits so far.
Only 3.
Okay.
Gonna be 3s to win you.
Sure is.
For 2 wins, -2 AP.
I think one's already wounded, isn't he?
Yep.
So the one that's wounded will die, and the other one's saved.
So next up's going to be my knight, and he only actually has 1 target. These boys here, the other ones are actually out of sight. I can't quite see them. So it's going to be everything into them. Everything, 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 everything. Not going to activate the reroll 1s and everything because that's for 2 command points too much. So yeah, Avenger Gatling Cannon, hitting on 3s. Yeah.
Pretty good.
Yeah.
There's only 4 models left in that unit. Bear that in mind.
Yep, 3s to injure.
Yeah, 3s for -2.
Yeah.
Looking like a bad unit.
-2, and each fail is a death.
5 ups. Fail, 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 fail. Unit is wiped. So at least he stopped shooting.
Sure. So Rangers, even with 30-inch guns, are not in range of anything. So I'm going to go straight into charging. Yep. So Knight straight into the back of this unit here. You can't overwatch me because you're in combat. Double 1.
You need to reroll that.
Yeah.
Reroll one of the dice.
Okay, I'll reroll 1. I've got 2 command points left. This brings me down to 1.
Now you're in.
Now I'm in. So my Knight's going to go first because I did charge. I'm going to go with Titanic Feet because it's the only melee weapon I've got. Giving me 12 attacks on the bikes. So 12 attacks, hitting on 3s. Yeah, quite a few misses there. Wounding on 3s.
Yep, toughness 5 bikes.
Indeed.
Oh, very bad.
So 3 wounds, -2 AP.
So 5 up armor. I'm going to start taking these on the attack bike because he's got 4 wounds. So that's a fail. So do your damage.
Do damage, D3 damage.
Yep.
4 caught. We'll try again.
Sorry guys. There you go.
really damage still robots.
Right, so that's
Cool.
3 wounds, so he's down to 1. 5 up. He tanks it, and the last one, he fails, damage doesn't matter, it'll kill the attack bike, but the 5 other bikes remain alive.
Next up to activate is the Dragoons, which I'm of course going to use my last command point to basically activate Conqueror Doctrine and Imperative. So I now hit on 2s, no reroll 1s this time because I'm not under Chant of Remorseless Fist. These 2 are going to go against Can. This one is going to go against them.
Do you want to do one with the bikes first?
Yeah, why not? 3 attacks, hit on 2s, 4s explode. We'll count that up in a minute. See, I don't really need to do a cut for that. It was 7 hits. It's going to be 3s to injure.
Looking solid.
Okay, okay. -1 AP.
-1, so 5 up saves, 4 up saves, and any failed save is a dead bike, 'cause you're 2 damage, aren't you?
Sure am.
That's enough to kill the whole bike squad. They're toast.
And then we've got 2 Dragoons, gonna see if they can kill Can.
That's a terrible pun.
I know, and I delivered it awfully as well. 6 attacks, hit on 2s, 4 explode. Oh my, so yep, that's gonna be an extra bunch of dice. So in total that's 16 hits on Can, wounding on 3s. Quite a few fails there, quite a lot of fails, but I'm living in hope. Yep.
Yeah, you only need a few to go through. So
Only need 2 of these to fail.
it'll be my Iron Halo.
Is your Iron Halo 4+?
Yeah.
Well, so's your armor save.
Yeah, I know, but I'm just going to roll it 2 at a time for suspense. Oh, he's dead.
He's dead.
I'll use a command point.
Okay.
Still dead.
Still dead.
Right, all that's left to attack back are these bikes here. So I've got 6 normal attacks with a combination of just basic attacks and chainswords. Let's do them first. So we will be 3s to hit. No rerolls anymore because poor Caddy Boy is dead. 5s to wound. That's 1 wound, Ross. Come on, give me a field save.
4 up.
You didn't. Okay, and the champions with the power swords. That's 2 hits. 5s to wound. No wins.
Turn 2 for the Admech and Imperial Knight, and what a turn it was! It's just all about the Knight and Dragoons. They are just walking up and doing damage. Actually, the Knight didn't do much that turn. It did kill one of the Intercessor squads, and then in combat it utterly failed, but the Dragoons just did the damage where it needed to be. One alone wiped out the bikes, with the other ones killing Can, giving me an extra victory point for Warlord kill, which at the moment at turn 2 is 2 victory points to none as we go into White Scars, turn 2.
Let's not kid ourselves here, guys. White Scars have been routed in epic proportion. But I'm not going to give up there. For you White Scar fans out there, we're going to try and kill some more stuff at least. Let's bring in the Inceptors and see if we can cause some damage. Right, let's last gasp effort. Bikes have fallen back because they're going to recharge these Dragoons, but not be in combat with the Knight. Dropped in the Inceptors, you're a little bit late to the party, guys, and all the Intercessors have moved on up. We're just going to try and kill as many of these guys as we can. Let's have some fun. Right, Inceptors are going to use their Assault Bolters into these
Fulgurite Electro.
Fulgurite. So 18 shots from the 3 of them, hitting on 3s. Fairly decent roll. We miss with 5. Wounding on 3s, or strength 5. Oh, yep, take it out from here. Wounding on 3s. So, ton of wounds there. Go for it, Ross.
Okay, 5 up pinball saves. Only 1, and 5 up, feel no pains. 4, oh, so that's 5 dead.
Intercessor squad out front is going to rapid fire and auxiliary grenade launcher the squad there. So we'll do the rapid firing bolters first. So hitting on 3s. Okay. Yep, wounding on 3s, strength 4.
Okay.
4 wins, Ross.
5 up pinballs.
Yep. Go, roll that dice.
Yep, all failed so far.
Okay, 3 failed invul time. Ignore. You ignored them all.
Oh.
Okay, auxiliary launcher. We use the frag grenade with only 1 shot. Hitting on 3s. We hit. Wounding on 4s. We wound.
5 up pinball. 5 up ignore. Fanatical devotion. Nope, so that one goes.
And then the last Intercessor squad at the back, we'll use a grenade launcher from one of the guys. So D6 frag grenade shots for 2. For 1 hit. Forced to win for nothing, and then rapid firing the bolt gun, or the auto bolt gun I think it's called. 2 hits. 3s to win for 2 wins.
2 wins, 5 ups. And 5 up Fanatical Devotion.
Nailed it. Gonna recharge these bikes back in. What did I get?
7.
They're definitely in. Do you have any Overwatch with these guys?
Nope.
Just gonna charge in the Inceptors. Why not? Because it's suicide mission time. And they make it. May as well just charge the Primaris Marines for funsies. And they also make it. Cool. Bikes gonna attack. So there's 6 attacks from a combination of combat knives and chainswords, and then 2 from the power sword and the champion. So do the 6 attacks here. Hitting on 3s. Winding on 5s. For 2 wins, Ross.
2 wins. Cool. 4 up saves. Kind of need to make both of them. That would be really nice. I do not. So 1 explodes.
Oh, does he explode?
Well, yeah. Let's find out. Does he explode?
Nope.
Nope.
So 1 dies and 1 goes down a wound. And then the power sword from the sergeant. 1 hit. Winding on 5s. For nothing. So Inceptors are going to roll for their crushing charge ability. So on a 6, it'll be a mortal wound. There's 3 models that made it, so that's cocked. So far it's 2 2s and 3 2s. So no crushing charges off. We do have 7 attacks in total for the 3 of them, hitting on 3s. Yeah, okay, so 5 hit and winding on 3s. For 4 wounds.
4 wounds, 1 damage piece.
Yeah.
So 5 up Invul. For none. 5 up Fanatical Devotion. For 3 more down.
Then 11 attacks from the Primaris Marines. Hitting on 3s. Fairly okay. Winding on 3s.
Oh my
Okay,
goodness.
so that's 4, 5, 6, 7 wound drops.
Yeah, that's not good. 5 up Invul. For 3 of them surviving.
Yep, so 4 go through.
And Fanatical Devotion.
Nailing it.
Wow!
Nailing it.
So the Fulgari Electric Priest attack back. Because these 2 are within an inch of him, I'm going to attack them all into the Inceptors.
Yep.
Yeah, that's the one. I'll never get Primaris right. 60 attacks, hit on 3s. Yep, hit on 3s. Okay, that was actually not too good. You're toughness 5.
Yeah.
I'm strength 5, plus your strength. So it's going to be forced to wound you with any 6s or D3 mortal wounds. So ironically none, but still a healthy amount of wounds. Minus 2 AP.
Okay, so 2 AP. 5 up saves. We fail them all.
Fail them all, so it's D3 damage to him. I presume you're 2 wounds piece.
Yeah, still that you're really going to fail this. Go for
So
it.
first one.
1 wound.
That just takes them to dead.
And that's enough to kill the rest because
Well,
they're 2 wounds apiece.
It's D3 wounds, so actually that goes 1.
Yep.
That kills 1.
Then 2 wounds, then 2 wounds.
Oh yeah, yeah.
They're dead.
So Sidonia Dragoons to go next. I'm out of command points, so just regular poking death. 6 attacks, hitting on 3s, 6s explode. So yeah. When you don't have command points, these are a lot harder to use. It's going to be 3s to wound you.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, wounds.
Minus 1, isn't it?
Yep.
So 4 up saves. 1 bike will bite the dust.
So my Fulgari Electric Priests are enjoying a lovely 3 up invul save now because they wiped unit. However, they've got morale to suffer here. So I lost 8 this turn, meaning I'm going to lose D6 more. Be low, be super low. Show me my usual 2s.
No.
6 was not the answer I was looking for. I think that brings me back to 2.
Right, that brings an end to White Scar's turn 2. We were just doing that to try and get some kills on the board, and you know, we actually did get a lot of kills. The Electro Priests are dead. But let's not kid ourselves, guys. We've got a knight on the table, and we don't have enough units to survive that. Admech have seized the day. Well done, Ross. GG, it's called.
I'd like to say it's probably the Dragoon and the Knight seized the day.
Pretty much. So yeah, with that, let's let you know our thoughts.
So David, as I promised, as I said, solid victory all
Solid
around.
indeed.
Yep, so really for me, just as I thought, Dragoons and, well, the Knight wasn't as impressive as I thought it'd be. It certainly held to the Contemptors, brought them down.
Did his job.
But the Dragoons were by far the sort of vehicles, men on steeds of the game. They were just fantastic.
Yeah, I couldn't even get out of the box either. Because you got turn 1 and with that lovely Stigus ability, you were already in my face. I just couldn't ride away. I was just stuck. And see, if you can't get momentum with White Scars, they're done.
Yeah, I really restricted your movement on that one, which was a real pain. You know, they changed obviously clandestine infiltration from setting up 9 inches from your opponent to moving 9 inches, which is not as good. But with Dragoons, that gives you, I think, if you get first turn 19-inch movement theoretically, which really closes that gap significantly.
Still feels powerful, even though it was nerfed, it still feels powerful.
Yeah, for 1 command point to get that further 9.
Yeah.
Some units are going to find some use for it, others not so much, but certainly Dragoons, absolutely awesome. Delighted with them. Quite expensive in points, even worse in money, but my goodness, they just hit like a brick when they're at full capacity.
So as you've seen, White Scars just never got the blocks there. I've got nothing really other to say other than if I got a first turn, things might have been different. Wasn't today.
No.
It was good to see Admech come out with a solid victory as well. The score at the end of it was 5-0. Ross had all his first bloods, line breakers, slay the warlords. Andy had 1 objective for 2 points. I had a 0.
Yep.
So it was all good. We hope you guys enjoyed that. Ross, you smashed me.
That was the plan.
It was all over.
When I bring the Dragoons, sometimes lose, but not always. They usually do well.
So guys, we hope you enjoyed that. We certainly had a lot of fun playing for you guys today. Check us out in the links down below on our social media for our Facebook and Patreon page if you wish to check out the projects we're working on, along with supporting the channel so we can try and grow and bring you the best content possible. Also, check us as well for more battle reports coming your way soon. But with that, we'll see you in another Tabletop Assault Battle Report.